Good evening. I'm Jessican of Lexix Click, the intern, and today I would like to narrate on the topic of Civil Procedure Code, which is jurisdiction of civil courts under CPC. So, as you all know, it is under the Unit 2 of CPC. We all have learned, we all have read. So, it is quite common to adapt to this definition of CPC Section 9. So, first talking about section 9 of CPC, which says that courts to try all civil suits unless barred. Now what does that mean? I would like to narrate that the court shall have jurisdiction to try all suits of a civil nature, all suits of a civil nature, excepting suits of which their cognizance is either expressly or impliedly barred. All right. So this is the jurisdiction. This is the definition of section 9. So what are the conditions now? Talking about the conditions, the first condition is that the suit must be of civil nature. It shall not be of criminal nature, or else. Second condition is that the cognizance of such suit should not have been for the time being in force, expressly or impliedly barred as mentioned. This suit is implied by general principle of laws or rules of laws. All right. So under rules of law, we all know equality before law. No person shall be treated or an independent jurisdiction. These 3 points must be there. Now coming to types of jurisdiction. What are the types of jurisdiction? So there are basically 5 to 6 type of jurisdiction. First and foremost is the civil jurisdiction. Now, what is civil jurisdiction? You all may think. Now, civil jurisdiction is the power of court to deal with civil matters. Example: family matter, property, or tax. Criminal jurisdiction, on the other hand, criminal jurisdiction is the power of court to hear and decide criminal matters. For example, murder, theft, robbery. We all know what type of criminal matters there are. Now, the second type of jurisdiction we are going to talk about is territorial or local jurisdiction. Now, what is territorial or local jurisdiction? The territorial or local jurisdiction means the territory within which a court can exercise its power is called as territorial jurisdiction. It must be within the powers of the court. They must have the jurisdiction, the territorial jurisdiction. One of the recent examples I would like to narrate is of Sushant Singh Rajput case, wherein the Bombay High Court wanted to have their jurisdiction as the crime committed was in their state, whereas Bihar uh, Bihar courts wanted their jurisdiction because the FIR was filed in Bihar. So this is the type of contradiction we see today. Now the third type of jurisdiction. Third type of jurisdiction uh, is like is pecuniary jurisdiction, which means the authenticity of court to hear and decide matters on the basis of monetary value of subject matter. Monetary value, by monetary value we means uh, matters which is related to money. All right. Example, the recent example of the businessman who flew away from India, like Nirav Modi, or the bankrupt businessman Vijay Mallya. These are certain examples. Um, Now, bankruptcy court. The fourth type of jurisdiction we are going to talk about is bankruptcy cases. All right. So it means it entertains suit only on the basis of subject. By the basis of subject, we mean that it must be, for example, if there is a bankrupt court, it must hear only bankruptcy cases. Family courts must be hearing family cases. So it must be, the subject matter must be known. All right. So now the fifth type of jurisdiction is we are going to talk about is original jurisdiction. Now, what is original jurisdiction? You all may have heard this term original jurisdiction. It is quite frequently used. So original jurisdiction of a court refers to a matter for which the particular court is approached first. Now this is a very you know a very thoughtful process where lawyers make lots of contradictions to each other. How? Because recently we have seen, talking about political matters, so we have seen in Citizenship Amendment Act where Kerala government challenged CAA in 2019 at Supreme Court. So original jurisdiction means that the particular court which is approached first. On the other hand, there is appellate jurisdiction also. Now, appellate jurisdiction includes the power to reverse or modify the lower court's order. For example, a very political hyped up example would be the Ram Mandir and versus Babri Masjid case, which was in Allahabad High Court, but later it was gone to Supreme Court. Now, last and sixth jurisdiction which we are going to talk about would be exclusive jurisdiction. Now, exclusive jurisdiction mean is when there is one court which can hear and decide a matter. Now, a very recent example I would like to quote would be of Punjab National Bank scam. All right, we all know about this scam. So, other than that, there is also one more jurisdiction which is concurrent jurisdiction. It comes under exclusive only, but concurrent jurisdiction is when two or more courts can entertain a matter at the same time. So these are certain type of jurisdiction today we talked about. That's it for me. Thank you so much.